Ha 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 ha! My jugheads, this is the Juggernaut here on Madden 17. We thank them for letting me use it. Avenged sevenfold. Good. All right. Hey, we got 2 people in the chat. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Follow if you wish. Yeah, now, well, right now, as of right now, we're 4-0. Could that change? I have no idea. We will see.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the
Have
NFL
3 people in the stream. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Follow if you wish.
Features a very good defense. The Browns are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Pats offense that wants to prove it can do some damage. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
And at his best, Robert Griffin III can be almost mesmerizing to watch. And his legs, if he puts it all together, look out. You've got a long game ahead of you.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
RG faggot ass 3.
Yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. Andrew Hawkins, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the 2nd round, yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. With all else fails, you find Big 87.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And some room to work. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Still 1st down.
This is Brown on the carry. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Paul Kruger's one of the most respected veterans in the game. All he does is make plays.
Second down following the run. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Browns showed up today.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. 20. A big play there for the Patriots. 30 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now there's a great example of why he gets the ball in certain situations. Who's going to take that big guy on? Breaks a couple of tackles and picks up a nice gain.
On play action, it's Brady. And there's a flag on the field. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call it up.
And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Sorry, Oz, you ain't taking the Browns to the Super Bowl today, this year, my nigga.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this
Get it? A toilet fund.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play.
Oh, 3 yards!
He was allowed to, I think, run.
Holy mackerel!
His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack.
Holy mackerel!
And get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Let's see if we can get RG3 nervous.
Here's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here.
Let's see if we can break RG3, shall we?
Down. You don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
My finger slipped.
On the carry there, 2nd and 8. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Rob Ninkovich is one of those great gems that got polished up over time. Whether he's rushing as a defensive end or playing outside linebacker, he's awfully productive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Griffin. And his throw is incomplete. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
7:08 minutes left in the first.
And he gets this away, and look at this.
Third.
This is a good one.
30.
And now the Browns defensive unit trots back out. And it's the first quarter, but they gave up the score last time. How important is it here not to fall 2 scores behind?
Extremely important, because not only are you trying to avoid being in a big deficit to start this game off, you also want to get into a pattern where that
Let's try to get to dirty 30 before the half. Let's try to get to dirty 30 before the half.
To begin that.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep them off the scoreboard here for a second time.
I did too early. Did too early.
Bring up 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing the defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
And that was a good collision right
Kirksey.
there. I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play.
You must be a bitch, nigga. You must be a bitch.
Rarely do you
Have your name and last name after Kirksey.
So you got to steel yourself at that point, because the contact is going to be strong.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a
My nigga was right there.
with no return.
If he would never did that fair catch, he would have got lit up on the spot. His ass would have got lit up on the fucking spot. I'm talking about, wow, boom, boom, bitch.
Because you're giving it up.
Say, come on, nigga.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Yeah, bitch, yeah.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Gain 3, lose 3.
Don't blink, you might miss something. Certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here's Griffin. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
That was almost a pick. That was almost a pick. Could have been a pick. Could have been a pick.
Ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
I watched 3 weeks.
High kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Face mask defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Gronkowski, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And that is incomplete here. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And he couldn't
Come on.
get to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is brought in at the 21. We're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Griffin on 1st down. Andrew Hawkins has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Griffin on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the passer, that shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Our teammates have handled that for me.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 9 yards to go, it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
Ah, fuck! Fuck! Wrong fucking shit! Damn!
Big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Sean Sweezum now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
These niggas think they can tie this shit.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
These niggas think they can tie this shit, huh? Alright. They think they can tie this shit up.
Last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you gotta like the
Dion Lewis. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, and all the way in. Touchdown.
One and done, bitch. One and motherfucking done.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Gostkowski for the point after.
You know these niggas can't one and done me. Especially since they know these niggas quarterback is.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
One and goddamn done.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And now it's amazing because that drive,
shit.
no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit.
God,
And he goes down. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Told y'all make this nigga nervous.
Third and long. It's Griffin.
Wahoo! And the fumble! And the touchdown!
To the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Like I said, I got the bond of a hustler. I got the spirit of a hustler and mind of a G. Is how you last niggas game with me.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a
Mind
score.
of G. You hate niggas.
This is taking about 12.
No!
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Where's that bitch nigga grip? Where's that bitch ass motherfucking Griffin at? Where's that bitch ass number 10 at? That bitch ass number 10. There's that bitch ass nigga. There's that bitch ass number 10.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time.
Boom!
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's
Gotta get rid of that shit fast. That one was about to happen.
No one gets it.
That one was about to happen.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Come on, Pitt! Ah!
It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that we use all the time. It's called the gauntlet drill. Where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place.
Like, you ain't shit, my nigga. You ain't shit. Get the fuck off this goddamn field. You ain't shit, my nigga. Fuck you, bitch. You don't got shit on me. Ah, damn it. Get your bitch ass off the field.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out come the Patriots. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down, New England.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Penalty marker is down here. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Brady to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
Damn, 3rd and goal. Fuck.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
That's caught at the 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Clay Harbor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium,
27-7
pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And oh, my goodness. This is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you
take Robert Griffin the 3rd out, and they trash. Dumpster juice.
From one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nigga, take too damn long. Shit.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Now what, bitch?
Shot at the 32-yard line. And in 2015, Charles, for the Browns, 18 fumbles, most in the league. Another one here.
And each and every week when we visit with teams, the phrase turnover margin always comes up, doesn't it?
Always.
So it's no surprise that with that number of fumbles, they were 3.
That was one big ass dog pile. That was one big ass fucking dog pile. Shit.
I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's like 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
Not more than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Come on!
Incomplete. Danny
What the fuck? The fuck, Amendola? Shit!
Down in 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And there's a flag on the play. And Gostkowski's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Wow. Shut that shit. 30-7. Dirty 30. Dirty 30.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots.
Like they're going to do anything with it anyway.
Now 2 turnovers that they forced here in this first half, Charles.
And this defense has set the tone for the game. Taking it away twice here in the first half of the game, that's going to make the offense so uncomfortable the rest of the game and really make them focus on ball security. Sometimes that cuts down your ability to make big plays.
The offense will try to prove you wrong here. They'll try to find that comfort.
We just saw another example of how the defense.
Got 4 people in the. We got 4 people in the stream. What's up? Follow if y'all wish.
You got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now it's Griffin. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
Watch me, Sha. Watch me, Nene. Watch it, Sha. Watch me, Nene.
They go to Johnson again. And he loses the football a second time. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And there's a flag on the field.
God dang.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. And Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create
Especially
great matchups.
these fools.
If you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Penalty marker is down here.
Gosh dang.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference, partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On second down, here's Brady. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. But do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football. You're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They begin the drive with Johnson. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. Now, last year for Duke Johnson, 104 carries. By that hamstring.
If he's healthy, that number will be eclipsed big time this year. They want to give him some work.
Yeah, 3 down back in Miami. Think he's being groomed for that in Cleveland?
No question about it. They want to make sure they control the football, and he will be a big key to getting it done.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now Edelman slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns defense getting ready. And dare I say, luck was on their side last drive. The short field goal was missed, so they went unscathed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think you nailed it perfectly. Fortunate, because he's not supposed to miss from that distance. No way at all. But the flip side now, though, is he did. And you know there's been a little chatter about that along the way as they went off the field. They're going to try and stay in his head now and see if they can force him into more misses just like that. And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
It's caught outright, Amendola. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Oops.
Now a play fake here on 1st
Hold on,
down.
hold on. Brother!
Couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady, and there's a flag on the play. He
Brother!
in Harbor, complete.
Oh, that's
He's
Harbor.
brought down after a good gain.
Offense.
from midfield. Here's Brady. Is this intercepted?
God damn it!
Picked off by Nikel Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. A one-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of one-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start.
Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break up ball when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
That motherfucking inception. No, it's not interception. It's inception. Because them niggas were motherfucking dreaming, thinking they were going to do some shit like that.
Now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Patriots a first down.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game, and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down.
I thought I had that. I thought I had a first.
Brady to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's all good. 6 yards. It's all good. It's all good. We can make that shit up and then some. Keep the Gronk on the hook. As long as you keep Gronk on the hook.
Yet again, it's complete. And he's brought down.
What?
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. To throw is Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another.
Quit, shut up with the goddamn interception, bitch. You ain't talking about them, about that goddamn problem. God damn it! God damn fucking blocking the goddamn back! God damn!
They certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So a good kick there, and they wrap
Shut
up
the
drive
fuck up, nigga.
3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
Still goddamn 33-7. Niggas had moved for motherfucking 7. Hot damn it. Wonder why, bitch.
And they forced 4 turnovers now in that last possession, most recently the interception.
I'd love to be in charge of their highlight video at the end of the season, though, because this game, you could cut it into one sequence, take away, take away, take away, take away, and everyone goes home happy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Bitch, get your ass down, nigga.
RG3, he's brought down for the sag.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Another DB. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, you better throw that shit away, bitch.
As many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things.
Get your ass lit up again.
Speed, it doesn't always time up quite
Get your ass motherfucking lit up again, bitch. A whole lot of goddamn aggression.
Yeah, I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from
God
distances
damn it.
that we almost start to take them for granted.
Blood! People, blood! Damn!
They got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Griffin going to give to Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Edelman set to return. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try to get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw him that play. He'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
They'll give it here to Brown. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Donald Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here.
Boom, bitch.
Pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. It appears that the pressure is a fit too quickly.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken right around the 44. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Browns don't have much to hang their hat on after the first half. The Patriots have done whatever they want, and they'll just try to keep that up in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Patriots taking control early in the first. Hogan's got the reception, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. The Pats up by a touchdown. 3rd down from inside the 50. Griffin's going to complete the pass from the gun, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. Browns tied up at 7. Now 1st and 10. Lewis has got a running lane here, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Patriots is up now by 7.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. The beautiful fake. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll try and run with their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Lewis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And right side caught Hogan. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripted 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line, that room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field.
Cardinals other one back there. RG faggot ass 3.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll lead here to a third down. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And got his man complete.
God damn.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. John Hughes in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Throwing now is Brady, and he fires.
Come on!
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here's Ryan Allen now. Away for the 4th time today. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
Let's see if they can figure that out right here. Griffin, he's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third down, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. The man they call Podrose, Terrence Knighton, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a New England 1st down. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The veteran Donald Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Fitzpatrick, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Holding offense.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Now Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
In the red zone this time. And here we go on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second down, Fitzpatrick. Now that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Clay Harbor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
On second down, Griffin. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. From the gun on third down, Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. First down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down. And number numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Hey, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He is just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come out here in the eye. Fitzpatrick to throw it. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
All right, people, is my stream going? Somebody answer. I need to know.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick, and that is incomplete. He was aiming for his tight end Clay Harbor there, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Ordinarily, an offense feels really comfortable with that route. Just pick up the 1st down. Just get past the sticks on a quick little hitch. But in this case, how about the defender? Not getting out there too fast, reading it, and reacting on the play, and batting it down.
So he's got another field goal, his 4th now of the game, and he's making it look easy out there.
He kind of has that vibe about him, doesn't he, Brandon? You get the sense when he comes out there, he just says, don't worry, guys, I got this. And 4 times now, he has.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They got the stop last time that resulted in a punt, and then it resulted in 3 for their offense.
And this is one time where the defense won't get credit for creating points, but that's exactly what they did. All right, forced them into a punt, turned it over to their offense, and guess what? Points went on the board.
Points were on the board, 3 of them. Now they'll be looking for another stop. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alan Branch in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He's too smart for that shit.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now Edelman. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Nigga. My nigga.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Beat y'all like a goddamn red-headed stepchild. We're gonna start beating y'all like a red-headed stepchild. God damn it.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Yeah, we all beat y'all like a goddamn red-headed stepchild.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today,
especially beating RG3 like goddamn red-headed stepchild.
Some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Back to viewers. Follow if you wish. Welcome to the stream. As y'all see, I'm beating the Bills like a redhead stepchild.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
Beating them like they beat niggas like during the slavery day, like during the slave days. Straight beat on them. I'm lynching these niggas. Straight lynching them. Fuck it. I'm lynching these dudes.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with
straight
a
lynching these fools. Fuck that shit.
And now out come the Patriots. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Dion Lewis past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots continue to roll. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
74-14. God damn it. Oh, down by 60.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Then we should found it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last
I'm gonna tell you, I know you ain't trying to do that shit, RG3.
Punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build.
Oh, Andy, fuck you trying to juke gas, but before the nigga even try to hit your ass, you already, before the nigga even gets to your ass, you trying to juke him.
Great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence
still for that whole second. They saying they're like, what the hell is this fool doing?
So the run gets him the first
It lit your ass straight the fuck up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Griffin gives to Johnson on the draw. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So the Patriots coming out now, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground, all the way to the house. Now the defense
got to spread them legs and I pull that trigger. My nugget. My nugget, my nugget.
Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run. This is Brown. And there's a flag on the field. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Really?
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Fitzpatrick now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit.
I'm winning, but this is starting to get real fucking aggravating.
That when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily.
No, I'm winning, but this shit's getting real fucking aggravating.
We'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
A sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Third down, Griffin. He's got the rookie first rounder, Corey Coleman. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. To throw is RG3. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Griffin now to throw on third down. And he will find his man on the outside.
NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
3rd and 2, now Griffin. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
I blocked that shit! I blocked that shit! What the fuck?
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. First down, Fitzpatrick. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And as these numbers show, last week, great game. This week, not the case.
And sometimes it's not just as simple as throwing the football. It's the rhythm of the game, managing it, being in sync with your teammates. Last week, everything was coming together really well. We're not seeing that so far in this one.
No, unfortunately not at all for him. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take... As a defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They come out here in the eye. This is Lewis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Fitzpatrick, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on to it.
God damn.
Incomplete.
We got 4 viewers. What's up? Follow if you wish. Welcome to the stream.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. His throw incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10, once again, Griffin. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And Amendola with a catch. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in until you look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get to reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Gronkowski, slot left. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now it's Brown. And some room to maneuver. Cutback, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The point after try for Gostkowski. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
Trying to figure out how do I call for a fair catch? Oh well.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Hail Mary.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick.
Hail Mary.
And this is one of those, Charles, as broadcasters, we dread a little bit. We had to go deep into the stat sheets and notebooks to find stuff to talk about.
I hope you didn't notice, but I was stealing your notes as the game went along. I was like, Brandon was ready to go. Plenty of information.
Get your trash
I started
ass
stealing
up
from
the
page 15 and 16 before you even looked down.
So for the Patriots, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Well, that does it for me for the day. That does it for me for right now. We'll be back with We'll be back with either Black Ops
So
3
that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew
or
in the
Street
industry.
Fighter or
Here they go.
something.
This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Alright, my jugheads, this is going to do it for me for right now. I'll be back on for Black Ops 3 or something else. Peace out. Follow if y'all wish. New people. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and others. Here, evidently. And YouTube. Peace out, jugheads.